If you've spent any time watching housing markets around the country lately, you've probably noticed that a lot of cities where people were rushing to just a few years ago have started cooling off. Denver is down, Austin is down, Seattle is down. Meanwhile, here in Wichita, prices are growing, neighborhoods are still expanding, and people from all over the country are quietly starting to pay attention. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Wichita? Really? The reaction is exactly why this video exists, because right now, a 9-story medical campus is going up downtown. Boeing committed $1 billion to its operations last month, and a $200 million entertainment district has been approved and funded on the northeast side. Those aren't plans. Those are things happening right now. And when you combine all of this with what Wichita has always had, affordable homes, strong schools, short commute, and genuinely a good quality of life, it starts to paint a picture that's really interesting. Hi, I'm Alexa with ReeceNichols South Central Kansas, and I work every day with our agents who are out in the field helping people buy, sell, and relocate to the metro area. Everything I'm about to share today is coming from what they're hearing right on the ground. Let's get into it. So let's start with what's actually happening on the ground here, because there's a lot of things going on that most people outside of Wichita haven't noticed yet. Let's start downtown. Right now, there's a 9-story building going up at the corner of Broadway and William in the heart of downtown Wichita. It's the Wichita Biomedical Campus, a $300 million joint project between Wichita State University, WSU Tech, and the KU School of Medicine, all under one roof. When it opens in 2027, it's expected to bring roughly 3,000 students and 200 faculty into downtown every single day. When you push that kind of foot traffic into the city's core, restaurants follow, developers follow, investors follow. Now let's talk about something even bigger. In December 2025, Boeing completed its acquisition of Spirit AeroSystems, bringing roughly 13,000 local workers back under direct Boeing ownership for the first time in nearly 2 decades. And just last month, Boeing's CEO came here and announced a $1 billion investment into the Wichita facilities over the next 3 years. And on the northeast side, the City Council earlier this year formally approved and funded Ignite at K96, a nearly $200 million sports and entertainment district with a surf lagoon, indoor skydiving, a resort hotel, and an NCAA grade tennis complex. 3 major things all happening right now, all in the same city. That's not a place that's standing still. If you want to learn more about all of these projects, head on over to our YouTube channel. We have a full video with information. And here's the part that tends to really get people's attention, especially if you're watching this from Denver, Seattle, Austin, or California. The national median home price right now is right around $400,000, according to the National Association of Realtors. And in the cities people have been moving to over the past several years, it went a lot higher than that. Denver is around $610,000, Seattle is around $860,000, and Austin is around $440,000. Here in South Central Kansas, according to the most recent MLS report, the median sales price was $236,500. The average sales price was right around $259,000. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about potentially $350,000 to $600,000 less than what people have been paying in those other markets right now. And it's not just the purchase price, it's the overall cost of living in Wichita runs about 13% lower than the national average. Housing is roughly 35% cheaper than the US average. Groceries are cheaper, gas is cheaper. Wichita isn't cheap because something's wrong with it. It's affordable because it never had the run-up that the other cities did. It grew steadily, and that stability is one of the biggest strengths. And then there's the things that surprise people the most when they actually move here. The average commute is 17 minutes, not 45, not an hour, 17 minutes door to door, almost anywhere in the city. Lower prices, lower cost of living, and a commute that gives you your evenings back. When you run those numbers, it's pretty hard to ignore. If you have kids, this might be the most important section of the whole video, because one of the biggest reasons families are choosing Wichita suburbs right now has nothing to do with home prices or development projects. It's the schools. And people from out of state are genuinely surprised when they start looking into the districts around here. Let's start with Andover. According to Niche's 2026 rankings, Andover Public Schools are ranked number 3 in the entire state of Kansas and number 1 in the entire Wichita Metro. It's also ranked in the top 600 school districts in the country out of more than 10,000. And then there's Maize. According to Niche, Maize carries an A- overall rating and ranks in the top 10 in Kansas. Maize High School is the number 1 ranked public school in Sedgwick County. The district also carries its own career academy, where students can graduate with college credits already in hand. Here's what matters most for someone coming from out of state. These are genuinely elite suburban school districts, the kind that in Denver, Seattle, or Phoenix would sit in zip codes where homes started at $700,000 or more. In Wichita, you can buy a brand new home in both of these school districts for somewhere between $300,000 and $550,000. Top-tier schools at an affordable price point, that combination is rare anywhere in the country right now. We've talked about development, home prices, schools, but there's a piece of this story that's harder to put a number on, and it might be the thing that most people are surprised by when they actually get here. It's just a genuinely good place to live. Since 2010, downtown Wichita has seen more than $1.7 billion in public and private investment, with another $750 million in the pipeline. That's money already committed and moving. Equity Bank Park sits right here along the Arkansas River, home to the Wichita Wind Surge, now the Wichita Turbo Tubs, the AA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins, and hosts games, concerts, and community events throughout the year. Right downtown, the historic Orpheum Theater, built in 1922 on the National Register of Historical Places, is currently undergoing a $9.5 million full interior restoration and reopening later this year. Of more than 100 theaters built for the vaudeville circuit, only 17 are still operating in the country, and Wichita has one of them. Old Town is still the heartbeat of weekend life in Wichita. Restaurants, live music, and local shops packed in blocks of historic warehouse architecture. The Sedgwick County Zoo is one of the largest in the country, with more than 3,000 animals across 250 acres, and admission runs between $23 and $28. And the Arkansas River Trail runs right through downtown. Kayak rentals, walking paths, and the iconic Keeper of the Plains, where fire pots light up every night at 9 p.m. For people who want a city that actually functions, where weekend life is full and you're not spending 2 hours in traffic, Wichita checks all the boxes people just don't expect. So who's actually making the move? According to Redfin's most recent migration data, the top metros where people are searching to move into Wichita are Seattle, Los Angeles, and Denver. Think about that. Those are 3 of the most expensive housing markets in the entire country. And the people searching from those cities aren't just browsing. They're running the numbers and realizing how drastically different their lives would look here. Someone in Seattle paying $860,000 for a home can come to Wichita and buy something comparable for $250,000. The math doesn't need much explanation. A big part of what's driving this is remote work. According to Redfin's most recent data, nearly 1 in 5 searchers is now looking to relocate to a different part of the country. And that number has been climbing steadily. When people have the flexibility to work from anywhere, the calculus changes quickly. And Wichita keeps showing up in the conversation. According to Forbes, Wichita ranked as number 4 in the best city to move to for their most recent rankings, citing that housing costs, employment rates, and quality of life. And when you talk to people who have actually made the move from California, Texas, Washington, Colorado, Florida, the story is usually the same. They expected a compromise. They didn't expect to feel like they got a raise and a yard at the same time. Wichita isn't the city people move to because they couldn't afford somewhere else. It's increasingly the city people move to because they did the math and they realized that it's the smarter way to live. So if you've been on the fence about Wichita, or if someone in your life has been asking why you live here, hopefully this gives you a pretty clear answer. A city where Boeing just committed $1 billion last month, where a $300 million medical campus is finishing up downtown, where 2 of the highest ranked school districts in the metro are in suburbs where you can still buy a new home for under $550,000. Where the average commute is 17 minutes, where the cost of living is 13% below the national average, and where people are moving from Seattle, Los Angeles, and Denver specifically because they did the math and liked what they found. Wichita isn't the loudest city in the country. It doesn't chase the headlines, but right now, in 2026, it might be one of the most quietly compelling places in America to put roots down. If you're thinking about making a move here, whether you're coming from out of state or already in the area and planning to take the next step, that's exactly what we do here at ReeceNichols South Central Kansas. We help families navigate the market every single week, and we'd love to help you too. All of our contact information is in the description below. Call, text, or email anytime. And if you want more videos on Wichita neighborhoods, suburbs, and schools, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.